Switch! Switch!
Hey guys, just played some stabby. Alright, hey everyone, it's your boy. I better take this shit out of here. Eat. Alright. It's good to be back, actually. I love doing live streams like this. I need to share the thing. I need to share the link real quick. I hope the audio quality and everything is fine. I believe it should be. Let me share this. Alright. So, how you guys doing? I'm excited for this one. The project here, as you can tell, is huge. I'm gonna get to it in a second. Let me just wait for some more people to join us in this magic thing. I don't fucking know. I hope you guys are doing well. YouTube, subscribe, and eat. I love shortened links. So much easier. Should probably do. Okay. Talk about your next shows while we wait. Shit. Bro, I wanted to do some gigs actually, but I don't fucking know when it's happening. Honest. It's just like very hard to have dubstep shows in Brazil, and you know, scene is kind of low. Let me just find it. Analyze post here. I forgot to. Gotta have them hashtags. Am I right? I'm gonna leave something playing here because this dead silence is probably gonna kill me at some point. Find something that's not copyrighted, you know. At least it's something from myself. I'm gonna play this one again. Actually, Zetta Hollow. I'm gonna play this one because it's something I like, and yeah. Let me just. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. That's there set up. Anyways, there we go. This is a new thing I've been working on, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Enjoy it. I don't know why I say enjoy. Stupid comments. Just letting you know that stupid comments are gonna be blocked and reported. Just just keep it clean, please.
Wanna know you, wanna feel how fast my heart would beat if you were close to me. I wanna show you, wanna let you loose inside my brain to see if you'd run or stay.
This should be much better. Just love this one, to be honest. These are not the final vocals.
I wanna show you, wanna let you loose inside my brain to see if you'd run or stay.
This is the best part. Just saying. That's all you get. Just kidding. I just want to get to the project already. I'm just so fucking hyped. Okay, I don't know where to start, to be honest. From like getting a bunch of messages right now. But yeah, there's just so much shit here. I can actually just open the entire project so you guys see. The full project is like 129 tracks, including these like empty patches here, but yeah, 129. Pretty big project. Oh my god, my stomach is just doing noises right now. You guys feel free to ask anything. I'm like, this is an actually a Q&A as well. I forgot to actually include that in the promotion posts. Cause I am dumb. So yeah. Anyways. Also, I hope you don't mind that I'm a little sick. And yeah, that's all. I hope you don't mind that. So I'm gonna just play it from like the beginning here. I hope the sound's not gonna be too loud. I'm gonna double check. Okay, we're good.
Switch!
I don't think there's much. I'm gonna start by the intro, and yeah, I'm gonna give you guys some mastering tips. Okay, do sidechain the build up or high pass the kick? Both. I'm not sure if I high passed it in this one. Let me see. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest, because I'm not using the same channel. Yeah, I did not high pass it. I have an automation on my sidechain bus, which is this premaster channel, and you can see that the mix of the volume shaper thing here just goes down to like 50% and then 27%. So it kind of diminishes the effect of the sidechain, making it like much more subtle actually. Forgot the more to save this string. Yeah, this string is gonna be all my streams are always uploaded to my channel, so you can always find them in the live stream playlist. I'm gonna put this one as well. So yeah, let's get going. I don't know where to start, to be honest. Not even joking, because there's so much. Here I'm gonna go by the intro. I'm gonna start with the synths, I guess. Let me just open all these. There's plenty of stuff here. This is my main group of synths, synthesized stuff, and other main stuff. You know, includes my basses, sub, and all other synths and stuff that actually is important for melody or like arrangement itself. So yeah, here I have a few plugs. So this is the pretty much the entire melody, just these 3 elements, and actually these 4 elements, and these like background atmosphere created with like a ton of other elements that I'm gonna get into. And yeah, this first one is like the actual melody here. It's just a melody I wrote in the piano. I was just playing, this came out for some reason, and I actually wrote this like randomly. I have no idea why, but in my last live stream I started this track and I thought it would be cool to just finish it. There's a lot of stuff going on here, what is this dry wet? This is for stereo, I guess. Yeah, opens up the stereo. This automation here just opens it more, widens it actually. And over here I have this very cool effect I like to use, auto pan, and it's kind of working like a plucked thing in the same speed as the notes are hitting here. So it kind of turns all of them into like a shorter pluck. So it's kind of like an ARP. I can go faster, like here. There are like a bunch of effects to like process it and make it go up in the pitch and high pass it and shit, saturation, a bunch of stuff. And another more like one of those elements I mentioned about atmosphere and shit. This one's actually a pluck as well, but it's like very subtle. It actually turns up the volume in the second drop. No, wait. In the break, yeah, in the break. Yeah, in the break, you can see the volume going up from like -8 to 2, because here it focuses more on this element as a more melodic element, as you can tell. I like to show this break a lot. I just love this melody so much. It's so simple. Like, I love why it's so simple. Geeked. And then there's this Reese that's like adding that low mid frequency, I would say up to like 1000. It's actually low pass, but kinda hits that point somewhere, you know. But yeah, it's kind of like a low. Usually, like I just love this so much. Again, Omnisphere for all these three. I love Omnisphere for this kind of stuff. And then there's this like brace hit, one shot. Very long reverb on that one. Same thing here, and then it turns into this more rhythmic. I don't know how to pronounce it. Actually, don't know how to pronounce that word, but anyways, you know, it adds more of a rhythm to it and into the build up. And it's low pass, and this amount of reverb is just a little less here. It's just because I'm not exactly sure where the reverb is, but it's automated somewhere there. I actually like the second pattern a lot more because it's I don't know, I just fucking love this so much. Like this build, I think it's just so much more energetic than the first one. I just left it there because the second drop is also my favorite, so I thought I'd want like something more energetic before that one. And then the rest is just for the drop, actually, mostly. Actually, there's the ARPs here as well. So here there's this background ARP that's another one of those elements for the atmosphere. Almost like 100% reverb on that one. I actually changed the patch on Omnisphere a lot. I changed all of those a lot from the initial preset. And here it uses the same technique as in this one for like the auto pan settings, except instead of using, wait, where is it? Instead of using the phase at 0 like here, so it's synced, it's actually doing that panning thing, and it's like totally 360 degrees, so it's full stereo. Gives so much more stereo to this sample here, not sample, synth. I don't know what's fucking happening with the words today, but yeah, I just love this so much. Sounds less like a plain reverb and more like a fairy thing, you know, magic scent just going in the background. It's very quiet, minus 18 decibels. Actually, negative 18. And to go on the build up, I have this bass arp, which is basically those old acid loops, ARP loops we had back in like 2014 or in some shit. I made something like that and I just love it so much. It has an automation that opens the low pass filter. Yeet. And to like layer the top of that to add more high-end and more high-end resonances from melodies, you know, I added the same melody but with like a top layer to it. So both work together so well. Yeet. Let's see. Not interested in that for now because it's in the drop. And I think that's it for the intro basic stuff. Here I have the sub in the intro. You know, don't think why I'm showing you the sub, it's just the sub. Literally a sine wave. There's a bunch of stuff here, don't mind this. I'm gonna explain it later. And I use both addictive and subtractive EQ. Mostly subtract. Actually, I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. I think addictive, but subtractive at the same time. I'm gonna get to it later. But here I have all the effects, not plenty of effects, but enough to make everything sound full. And here I have like the tonal atmospheres I like to add, like this one. It's very distorted, but it's also like minus 12 decibels. I just love this so much. This ethereal ambience that I made back in like 2015 that I still use a lot for my low end. You'd be very impressed if you knew how many songs I made that used this exact sample in the background for filling. Oh my god, just choked into my own saliva. That's anyways, white noise, classic white noise. Why the fuck not? Some impacts. Virtual route samples, of course. I just love the very beginning of it, where like the reverse part of it, like this. Of course, here it's just like very just like a layer, a more distorted layer to the other ones. Not exactly the sample, but you know, so these work together. I love that. Breaking glass effect, as you'd expect. And here I have the ambiances, which is like these are for like filling. It's mostly it's just like white noise, things that sound like white noise, actual atmosphere recordings like this one. It's like, and it's just very, very quiet, like minus 27 decibels. I need to stop saying minus, it's negative 27. Yeah, it's just like very weird sample, just like white noise, real white noise. Sample is actually called Pond at Night, so it is what it says, you know. So okay, here I have something I made, which is I took a cymatics one-shot vocal and like I threw a shit ton of reverb on it, and it sounds like this. And I just like this to feel that, I don't know, vocals have that resonance that's so good to feel like everything, and I just love it. Same thing here. It's just a background filler, and yeah, that's basically it for the intro, I guess. We can get to the drums of the intro, which is where it gets very interesting, because there's this drum loop that I made that I just fucking love. So here is where the drums, not the full loop, but like the drums actually start. Just like this. Forgot how this is called, shakers? Yeah, shaker percussion. And here is where the future garagey loop starts. I'm gonna get to this thing I made in a second. You can tell this is inspired on Vertoride, of course it is. I just love making this percussion very full percussion loops, and I tried it and I just love it. I'm probably gonna do this in another song. I don't give a shit. This is just like, it's so fun to do this. You have no idea. This looks very complex, but this was just like the best part of the track, and it was the last part of the track. I almost like when I was mixing it down, I thought of this idea and I added it, and it worked so well. But let's see what we have here. So on the kick here, there's like two different kicks, one for the drop and build up, and then this intro one, which is the break kick, I like to call it. Just, you know, regular kick. There's this clap that you can almost not hear it because it's sidechained and kind of, you know, cannot hear it when the kick hits, but it is like right here. Just a clap, regular clap. There are the other claps, because I like claps and they add a lot of claps and reverb, bro, are just like best thing for like filling empty spots in your track. The actual snare that goes layered with this clap 2 here work together. And here are the percussions. So I have first here in this part where there's not a lot going on, there's this shaker loop, which is completely quantized because I want it perfectly in time. It wasn't before, it was like triplets, I guess. I had to change it manually, and then I just did that, and Control U, if you do not know, it quantizes whatever is selected. And I have one single shaker that's just like adding a lot of space to it with like reverb, even on the first hit here. What do you use to sidechain? Oh, I use Shaper Box. This pretty boy right here. It's damn good, bro. It's damn good. And here I have the rest of the drums. Let me just sort this out a little better for y'all. Let's see. I think these. Okay, so here I have a lot of like layered stuff. So first I have this like, this used to be a full-length loop, I think. Yeah, and then I just like picked random parts of it, not random, like parts of it that I thought that would work better with each other and make a new loop, and there we go. It lasts this long, it's just this long. So this is how I built this idea. I started from this part, I made the entire percussion thing here, and then like did the rhythm in a way that I liked, and then it followed the drum pattern, like kick, 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 snare, kick, 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 snare. But in the first one, to add that like variation, I did like more interesting stuff in the first part and no snare, and then like a repetition and a variation in the part where the snare hits. So that's basically how this loop works. It's just like one bar and then repetition of that bar and then variation in the end, and then repetition of these two first bars over here, then a variation in the end of these two bars, and then repetition of the first two bars, exactly the same as that one, except with like a variation in the hi-hats over here, so I can bring the vocal over here that says your energy is growing or something, I think. Yeah,
Your energy is growing.
so this is basically how I built this entire loop. Just like I started by this first bar and then I looped it and did a bunch of variation specific parts of that bar. So here the first loop I made. Here you can literally see I just, instead of actually editing the sample and consolidating it, I just like copied it and like, I got lazy, okay? I got lazy, I'm a person. Like bongos, I just love this. This is just like fully recording, like very quiet, minus 20, negative boy, negative 24 decibels, just like to add that smooth bad. And then I don't know, I just like how it fills the background with like mid high end. Sounds like this. So yeah, then I added more bongos, another like edited loop from several packs. And then here's actually the loop I made from scratch. The others are kind of the same, but yeah, still. Here, I started with this idea. These are just like the fillers for those like top layers that you always use, you know. These are the different stuff. Let me turn on the metronome so you know. So I can actually turn off all these so you can hear how it sounds without all that. This was the first version of it. And then I start adding more and more elements and it sounds just much better. And for last, the another layer of bongos. This is not very complicated, it just looks like it. But it's just like so much fun. I really recommend you trying to make future garage one day, because it's the best fucking genre to produce, to be honest. Even though I'm a dubstep producer. But yeah, still, I have my preferences. So okay, that's it for the intro, guys. We can get to the build up, the effects on it and shit. So the way I transitioned from this like melodic enigmatic intro to a more serious dubstep drop was using this vocal. As you can see, let me turn this down a little because it's way too loud for me. Here.
Your energy is growing.
So I used a vocal to like set the end for that part and transition to the next one. So what happened here is all melodies just suddenly stop. It's not happening again, it's not repeating, there's no other element hitting, just like the effects that really bring the change of I would say ambience, like the idea in overall, because it starts, this is what's happening through the beginning of the intro, and then this little part changes the entire thing into like a more energetic and less still feel, I could say. So right here is where the vocal here hit. There's this like background. It's the same impact, just like filtered, but it hits right over here and changes the entire. There's a word. I just not remember it. The entire atmosphere, you know, the entire thing. But this is how it sounds without the vocal. See, it goes from like a more deep, still atmosphere in the intro to a more like completely high energy with the of course the other synths. Just the effects doesn't sound that energetic, but with everything it does sound, and I love it. Here are just a couple, just a lot of background fillers I'm gonna get into in a bit. But right here with the vocals.
Your energy is growing.
The low energy, the low background just disappears and turns into the melody that gets more energetic with the hi-hats, not hi-hats, with the effects as well, because here I have the change I mentioned about like the arps. It goes to a more still melody. It repeats just like the first bar, that's the root key. Not first bar, first 4 bars. And the brass really hits with that melody again. Not again, really hits the melody, and it's more open. It starts to open its high pass filter. And it kind of disappears into the void because I don't want that in the end of my build up. But yeah, anyways, here I also add those more energetic arps, more aggressive arps. So you can definitely tell that the song has transitioned.
Your energy is growing.
So yeah, now let's get to the build up. Here the percussion drums go to a more basic pattern, just like the hi-hats and shit, and percussion of course. So the other clap and everything can like stand out other than like the loop of percussion itself. I want these and the kicks and the melody to stand out. I don't want the hi-hats to do it this time, just in the drop or like in the intro itself. But on the build up, I would like to have this kind of feel where the snares are hitting, like the kicks are hitting faster as the build up progresses. And here I have the snare I used for that same break, just as well as the same claps I used for that break, and they're working together to make the whole energy of the build up. This very simple loop. Basically the same here, just like more still. And there's this percussion I only use in the build up just to add more of that percussion feel. I love percussion. You can tell by now. And all this just works really well with the rest of the percussion sounds I had. So I feel like it works much better than just having like kicks and snares. This is basically how the drums sound in the build up. It may sound like it's clipping a little bit, but it's because the mastering channel is on and it's soloed just one group, so everything is just like loud as hell, and when the mix down is playing as a whole, it's more balanced, of course. And here I have already explained how the elements work. I can get to the drop now, where we can start talking more about like sound design and shit. But I think we still have a bunch of boring stuff to talk before we get into the sick dubstep things, you know. So yeah, let's see. Percussion, hi-hats, all that boring stuff we always use, because, you know, the default thing to do. And okay, so the drums start with like a dubstep snare, but then tricks you into a rhythm track. That's kind of the idea here, but then it changes back and forth between dubstep and rhythm. I just love that idea. I've done that in so many songs now. I have lost the count. So it's kind of like a thing now I do, because I fucking love like switching drums and then doing all that kind of stuff. But here I did it in kind of a different way, especially in this second section of the drop. I'm gonna get to it in a second. Wait, is that there? No, it's here actually. But yeah, here's how the drums in the drop sound. regular fucking dubstep loop. I almost say it's cymatics loop, but you know. Anyways, here, just like I'm not even gonna break these down because it's too obvious. It's like hi-hats and rides working together. Yeah. Just pause like the video, whatever you want. Copy it if you want. I don't fucking care. It's just literally a loop. So yeah, here I have some layers for my snare just to feel, make it more heavy. And here I have the actual snare. Oh. Yeet. I have my layers of rhythm right here, as you can see. This is my own snare. I sound designed it, and I'm very proud of it. There's a clap. There's this tail. It's just the high end of something. Works really well for rhythm, having like some layers stacked upon each other. And yeah. Do you test your final mix in multiple speakers or just the headphones enough? I would say the headphones are enough for me to finish the mix down and stuff and get it clean, but I always try to test a mix down in as many what the fuck words, English please. Oh my god, I always try to test my music on like many different systems of speakers and shit, different headphones, different speakers. I even play on my TV, my dad's car, my friend's car, someone's car. You know. I test on my phone, my mobile actual speakers. I test on my iPhone earphones. I test on everything, just everything works, so I can like have a idea of what I could improve to get it cleaner on most of the systems it can be listened, because not everyone has a studio setup in their homes. Like not even I have. I literally only have my Focusrite, my computer, and my headphones. That's what I've been using to make music for the past 6 years basically. And I would love to have some fucking speakers, I cannot lie, but not everyone even has this good quality speakers, not speakers, headphones. So it's good to test it out so you're sure that's gonna sound good everywhere. And I think, I'm not sure about how clean my mix downs sound. I just like try my best to get them as clean as I can. And I feel like I'm doing a good job. So I just, improvement is happening. I just try to improve, and yeah, I don't know why I started talking about improvement actually, but yeah, it just helps me to improve by, you know, testing many different speakers and shit. But here, let's see. Drums are boring, not gonna talk about that anymore. Let's go for the background of the drop. Let me turn off all this. So it's not as good when you turn off all the interesting stuff, you know.
Hands up!
See, it's pretty meh. But let's break it down. I have the background synth group. So let me just take a moment to appreciate Ableton Live Stands, groups inside groups, fucking feature, because this thing, bro, this is the best thing they've added to Ableton in a long time. And I'm talking even about Wavetable, their neo fucking synthesizer, and it's not as good as this feature, because boy, I love using groups. And as you can see, I have literally a group inside a group inside a group. When you're done with the song, do you make basic groups into WAV and then mix down to create actual MP3? No, I feel like it's not necessary. I don't like having to take my entire project out of its own project to make a new one only for the mix down and get everything mixed up, and it's just too much work that I literally can do inside the same project I'm producing the song. And yes, I do use a lot of resampling, But most of my like cleanup stuff, like removing unnecessary reverb tails and shit, is done by like deactivating the channel with an automation, or like literally freezing the channel and flattening it, or like just deleting the tail that's on the freeze channel. It just works the same way. You can either like export all channels and like kind of remake the project in a different one and mix it down from there. That works as well. It's not a bad idea, but I just find it easier to do it in the project itself. But here, let's see. This is the breakdown stuff I have. I'm gonna just play it out. You can see that there's a lot of automations in the device on thing here for like most of the channels. That's just mix down cleaning, you know, techniques that I find easier to use. Just like work in a way that's comfortable for your workflow. This is what's comfortable for me. So there's a question in Portuguese. How long did you take to make this song? I took around 2 hours to. I'm gonna answer it in English and then I'm gonna proceed to answer it in Portuguese. Don't worry. But took me around 2 hours. It's even live stream, but like 1.5 hour to 2 hours to like get the first intro part until the first drop and get the first basis of the drop. So like 2 hours for that. But the entire processing, the entire process of like adding the rest of the elements, because the version I had in the live stream was not that advanced, was not very good, was just like a very early version of it. But the difference between hours of like getting to that and then getting to the finished project is insane, because I think it took me like in total around 70 to like 80 hours of work in total on this single track. And it took me several days, I could say an entire week if you take like how much I work on it each day. But I worked a lot on it. E em português agora, claro. Eu fiz essa track, eu comecei ela na minha última live stream. Eu demorei umas 1h30, 2 horas pra fazer a base da intro, do build-up, do drop, os primeiros bass do drop, etc. Foi mais ou menos umas 2 horas por aí. Mas pra sair dessas 2 horas, dessa versão da última live pra essa versão que eu tô mostrando agora, eu acho que no total é em torno de 70, 80 horas de trampo. Que eu acho que vale muito a pena. Você focar bastante no máximo de detalhes que você. So back in English, boys. Here I did resampling. As you can see, I literally took this entire group. It didn't have this channel. I took this entire group and like I recorded it into an audio channel, which was this one, and I turned it down 1 octave so I could have more low mid elements to fill the drop, because I felt like only these elements I have here are just like way too high, and here it just sounds good enough to me to like feel the area that I felt that was missing something. With everything playing together, it sounds very nice and full. And I have a bunch more. Actually, let me just play you what's happening here. So, bunch of offbeat stuff like this. Turn this up so you can hear. On beat stuff. A lot of stuff that is in stereo. A lot of stereo stuff just to really feel the stereo. You get the idea. High end, mid high end, of course lower end, still like mid. I'd say literally mid end, not even low or too high, but here is literally high. and it's like much more mono than the others, just like to give that depth, you know. And I have more elements in the background, like these arps here, literally just a high-pitched version of the same ARP and a low-pitched version of it. And then they layer together really well, adding lower frequencies and higher frequencies to each other. Yeet. In the background I also have the same brace from the intro. Just have this layer on it. It's like 125% in stereo, and it's a little bit of a different layer. It's just to like open the stereo of that thing, layer more stereo into it, without adding more into the reverb as well, because that's something I didn't want to. I just wanted the poem to be like very stereo, not the actual reverb of it. So let's see. Yeah, this is basically the synthesized part of the background. Also, I hope my face cam is not looking too bad, because I don't have any green screen. What you're seeing is literally my blue wall. That's why my hair is just like disappearing, literally. But you ever produced on Mac, especially MacBook Pro? Yes, I have. I have even used Logic Pro X, I guess. X and the 9 version both. I actually know how to use a ton of DAWs, but I don't know what's up with Logic, that I don't fucking like it, like at all. Even FL Studio I like more than I like Logic, to be honest. But yeah, yes, yes. Anyway, back to your question. Yes, I have produced on Mac. I'm on a duo with a friend called D-Mask, and the guy only works on Mac, so every time we're working together I just go to his place and we produce on his setup, which is very nice. Shout out Paulo, by the way, Babylon Speed. Y'all should check that bitch out. Boy's heavy as fuck. And he's also Brazilian, by the way. I could like list literally every dubstep Brazilian dubstep producer like in my hands. Oh, there he is. I literally just mentioned him and he shows up in the chat. Oh my god. Hey dude. What's up, Paulo? Mano, eu tava acabando de falar do Demask e de falar de você, mano. Caralho. We need more dubstep in general in Brazil, dude. Like, we really need more dubstep. The scene is growing, but like, still pretty shit, to be honest. Not gonna lie. So, come on, guys. Don't leave yet. I'm gonna still show you a bunch more stuff before I get to the actual. Dude, oh my god, that was loud. Holy shit. I'm gonna just show you a bunch more of elements before I actually get into the part I know y'all wanna see, the actual basis. Do you like that Oliver style in Chime? Dude, I love that. Like, bro, I'm used to listen to Chime's style, Chime's music so much more than Oliver's, to be honest, but I think both have that like very strong style that you can tell by just literally listening. You can tell that's one of them. I think that Chime has that style that I like much more, I could say. But dude, I just think that Oliver's music is just like, oh my god, I cannot even. I love both. I love both. I really do. So back to the elements here. I just have literally. Y'all gonna say, oh, he's using Tisoka fucking loops. Dude, this is literally just fucking white noise. I was just lazy to make my own. Like, I could literally have done it. But this is basically all white noisy samples like these that are chants, still like stereo white noise. Wow, big difference. Anyways, more chants and more very freezed, and I freezed this exact thing you're hearing here, and like turn it down 12 octaves. It's called ARP, which turned it into like a very long sample, and 12 semitones, not octaves. Holy shit. Actually just one octave down, or two, I don't remember, and it went from like this very quick crowd sample to a long thing that would feel more of the low end and the rest of the track as well. And there's also this atmosphere and white noise that I'm using. Just white noise, bro. Just literally white noise. I have a bunch of vocals, but I don't think that matters. And dude, do not say that's your last question. I want like as many questions as possible. So okay, I think we're ready for the. Oh yeah, there's this riser in the beginning of the drop where it's just bump, 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 and then the drums hit. And the drums hit right here, and there's this white noise, because white noise is fucking life, bro. Yeet. Now I guess we can start working on the basses. We can go. So here you can see that it's all audio because I work with resampling, but these are the original patches where I started the whole idea. And let me turn this on real quick because I do not remember how they sound. It's just like random, not random, but like things that I liked how they sounded, and I thought would be cool to like process the shit out of them and then add into the track. But these are the very early versions of the sounds I have in the actual drop. They're very different, and they're much differently arranged than they are here. So like literally one of the sounds is just a glitch from Zero. This exact sound here is literally just what happened because I over compressed this bass. And this bass is also here, it's this one. But here you can tell. This is the main one. There's some others. Actually, these two are the main ones. And yeah. Some sounds that didn't make it into the song, sadly. But you got the idea. I make the first presets and then I just resample the shit out of them. But right here, the actual drop, how it sounds. I'm gonna turn off the sidechain because it bothers me. So. My God, what? Why Ableton? Why do you bloody hate me, Ableton? I'm not sure why I say bloody. I have to deal with it now. I'm just trying to like make these mods so it will fit in this screen, but like it's not letting me. No, kind of hard here. A little bit of a hard time. So while I'm doing this stupid thing, I wanted to ask you guys if you'd be interested in like gaming live streams, because I really want to start like doing more live streams where I'm just like producing and then just talking shit at some time, just talking to you guys, or like literally just playing a game and then listening to me. I don't fucking know. I just want to like be doing live streams more consistently. But is it possible to live just to live just by making music? It is. I am proud of the fact that I have been living by my own music and by my work with music since 2016, 2015. Yeah, it's gonna be like 2 to 3 years now. 3 years, I could say. Yeah, I'm getting to my 3rd year of living by my own music, doing my own work, being my own boss, which is my greatest achievement. Because to be honest, I literally just turned 18, and I am proud of the fact that I can live with my own music already. And I'm hyped, super hyped for the future. Which games do you play? I would play the classic, clickbaity Fortnite, I'm not fucking joking. I'm good. I'm decent, I guess, in the game, and I'd love to play it live. Just fucking Fortnite match, just so you guys see how shitty I actually am, and I actually fucking lose every fucking game. I'm not winning any matches, just letting you all know. I'm just gonna like stream my fucking defeats. I'm gonna fucking do it. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna fucking stream Fortnite. I'm gonna be ninja, and you're gonna be proud of me. What is your mixdown master process? Dude, okay, so I'd need to finish the current topic we are. Could we join in game while you feature this too? Yeah, of course. I think that would be sick. Like just randomly picking 4 people in the chat, and actually 3 people in the chat, and doing a squads queue. That would be sick. That's actually a great idea. I'm gonna write that fucking down. But the idea is that I'm gonna be bringing more producers, like friend producers, to the live stream, and we could like play duos, or like play duos of like 2 fans of his music or my music or both of our music. Like just be playing squads with like a guest artist that's gonna be talking about his music, his projects and shit, and kind of like, oh my god, English, kind of like a podcast, but like gaming, producing, shit talking podcast. It's happening sometime, I don't fucking know, but yeah. Anyways, here I have I'm gonna answer to Valabo's question after I'm done with this basis here, because I really want to get you guys down to the whole of fucking resampling the shit out of random presets you make. But this is how it all worked. I just like, you can literally just move the sample and like, reverse it, stretch it, just do whatever you want, and it will sound great if you do it right. So here I've done a bunch of stuff to actually get this with them. Like here, the bass itself already does this pitch thing because I thought it would be cool, but I think there's some samples here that are heavily processed, like these ones. These are layers. Yep, one's like very stereo, and it opens the stereo, it widens the stereo of the bass, but the one's more to the mono, Here you can see a terrible example of how to EQ your music. Do not do this. I don't know why I left it there. I'm not sure even if it's the actual. Oh yeah, it is. It's just like, just don't copy the EQs I do. I do not recommend. I'm just here just bashing on my own music. Oh my god. I mean, I could have, of course, improved this a little bit more. I just probably missed this one. But yeah, here I used like resampling process, and like maybe some more elements like in the effects things. Like here I used reverb to fill this part. That's an automation that goes up. I used delay to actually add some like quick 44 milliseconds delay. I used more compression, more saturated, just processed the bass more and got it into the level that I liked, because the first version of it's just pure shit, to be honest. Not pure shit, but it's just not as interesting as these. And here of course I had some synths, some basses that were not frozen, but I had to freeze them and turn them into audio for the sake of cleaning Serum's bullshit, because I don't fucking know why, but like if you compress Serum, there's this like floor noise that gets so loud that actually I was just talking about it. This bass is actually Serum's floor noise. It's not an actual thing I designed. Like I made the other one, and this came by accident. Sim, o delay foi só depois que eu fiz o resample, que eu frisei, transformei em áudio. Here, let's see. Yeah, this is all for the basses. This is basically just all these basses being used for both drops in different arrangements. I like the second one more because I don't know why exactly, but I like it. Of course, there's my sub following the pattern of this the drop. So yeet. Let's play the entire track here. So a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about, like arrangement. Actually, I'm gonna talk about Valibus's question about mixdown and mastering process. So what I do, while I'm producing the track, I like to like keep things in the place already, because literally when I open a audio or like MIDI channel, I already get OTT on 0%, EQ with like all the bands that I usually go for, and saturation with all the settings that I usually go for. And this just makes things so much easier to mix down. So when I'm making the song, I'm already pre-mixing it, and when I get to the final stage of like after I finished the arrangement, I filled like all gaps and everything is just ready to be mixed down and mastered. I just like go and revise all the settings instead of like adding those, because it just sounds terrible if you do not add them. So I like to add them, keep the track very clean as much as I can in the premix, and then after I'm done with the arrangement stuff, producing the actual track, I go to the process of mixing it down, which is just narrowing down very specific frequencies and compressors and settings and getting everything more precisely adjusted to each channel, you know. And then to the mastering channel, I usually have a generic mastering rack I use on most of my tracks, but that's just for me to just test out loudness and shit. After I'm done, I'm gonna just like completely reset that and start from scratch and make it the loudest I can. And sometimes just loudness is not the point, you know, just getting it too loud will fuck up your entire mixdown, so your work's just basically threw in the trash. But I was able to get this one very, very decently loud, so I'm happy with it. I don't want to like be like Samplifier, like Sudden Death. I actually want to be like these, but I'm just not there yet, so I'm cool with it. I like where I am right now. But that's how I do it. I just like pre-mix my music, and then once I'm actually done with the track, I'm happy with how it sounds in terms of arrangement, composition stuff. I proceed to mix it down entirely, just checking one by one all channels and adjusting them and adjusting the correlation of volume and stereo and everything, just like mixing actually mixing down the track, paying attention to the smallest details I can in volume variations, especially when I'm working with vocals. I probably took much more time working on Run the City rather than how much I took into working into this track, because I don't know if that made any sense, to be honest, but I took me more time to make Run the City rather than Dystopia, because Run the City had original vocals, and boy, vocals are just a pain in the ass to work with. But anyways, you guys get the point. Just like premix, mix down, actually compose, arrangement and shit. Premix, just do that while you're producing if you want. This is just how I do it. And the actual mix down, which is just precisely adjusting everything, and then mastering, which is just doing the mastering literally. How much loops? I'm not sure exactly about loops, but LUFS actually, not loops, but it's easier to say loops. But I used Ozone to master my music, and it's been great since ever. I have multi-band compression, everything. But I went for like I used RMS as a base for my mastering, and I managed to get like a dynamic range of like my -2 decibels, -1.5, which is pretty loud. You can say it's like almost. I think it's almost my -8 LFS. I'm not sure exactly if that's the right one, but I think it's -8. That's the Spotify. Spotify actually my -14 to be exact. So Spotify asks you to have the track in I think around 14 -14 decibels LUFS. This is so hard to say. I'm just gonna say loops. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. So Spotify asks you to have the track at least in minus negative. Stop saying minus, Matt. Just fucking stop it. So this has been really hard to finish this sentence, but Spotify asks you to get the track at least in -14 loops, and I get it to all around -9. So I think it's pretty damn. It's enough. I could go louder, but I don't think it's that good. Like push the track so much that it actually destroys the mix down. I try to get it decently clean and loud at the same time, and as I progress in my life in music, I see that I'm getting cleaner and louder in my mixdowns and mastering processes. So I think it's called improvement, I guess, but I think that in terms of like RMS, getting your track at around -3 if it's not a heavy, very heavy -4 maybe, but like -3 or 4 RMS on your song should be fine. But if you want like a dubstep rhythm or something aggressive, -2 to 1.5 or even 1, if you can achieve that, can be very cool. But yeah, I've been ranting about a bunch of oh my god. So yeah, I think we're done with the project. That was quick. I'm not gonna end the live stream right now. I want to get here at least for like 30 more minutes, you know. Oh my god, still a little sick, sorry. So just throw me questions, guys, just like whatever. Maybe a feedback sessions. I'm not doing feedback today because my ear is actually kind of fucked up, so I'm not sure if I can actually tell a good mixdown or like a bad mixdown. Could you show the mastering patch? It's just now play Minecraft. This is just like EQ, basic EQ. I didn't explained my mastering process in other live streams. This is just unnecessary, but just like prepare your track to be mastered with the multi-band dynamics here. It's just kind of like OTT or something, just like very heavy compression, but with precise attack and release settings that you should learn how to use before you actually try to master something. So if you do not understand perfectly how EQ works, compression works, not sighting, but saturation works, and imaging works, you're not ready to master your own music. So I would recommend paying someone else. But here I did my best job, and this is what I could get. I understand how all these works, and I'm improving in how I work with them, but I think like this is enough to get a track loud and clean enough. So I'm just like EQing it, just cutting unnecessary frequencies, and then I proceed to actually compressing the track, getting it very compressed, and then I bring the volume up back again to gain, using gain, and I just excite the low end a lot, so the missing kind of like the sub, it just disappears a little bit if you compress it too much. But I'm not compressing it too much here. It's just I like to saturate it a little bit further than it's already, because I don't saturate it too much in the actual mix down. I saturate it in the master, so it's a clean but saturated final result, and the rest is just like very softly saturated. And then there's just the imager, literally just a imager removing a little bit. I don't even need these on, to be honest. This is just using the first one. Literally, this is just using the first one. I could delete this. No, I fucked up. Anyways, I'm only using this one on 100 Hertz just to remove a little bit of the stereo of the bass, so it's more to your center. And here's the maximizer, using basically all the settings you probably use as well. Just like just compress the shit out of the track, basically. But yeah, this is how I did this track. This is how I finished it, since the version you guys saw in the stream. Let's see. So I think this was the first version you guys saw. Do not save this because I just messed with so much stuff. If I save this up, this is probably the last time I'm working on this project. Okay. How did you mix the sub? That's a long story, bro. Very long story. So this is the exact project restarted on the last live stream. I opened this and I started working on it, and I saved a different version of it, but this is where we started. It has the same basic stuff we have on the final composition and arrangement, but like as you can see here, I already had that auto panning effect. And even like the reverse of stuff, and like the same impact I used to that phrase I have right here. But yeah, and then right after the live stream, I think this was the second version of it, right when we finished the live stream. I hope this is not cutting my face because I'm very away from the camera. And the mic, sorry, I just realized that. What district do you live in? I live in a city inside São Paulo state in Brazil called São Bernardo do Campo. You probably don't know it. It's a small, not that small, but like it's a city that you probably never heard of. Yeah, this was right after the stream, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Like, what time is in Brazil? It is 9:20 p.m. right now.
Your energy is growing.
I remember this. definitely tell it just sounds like pure shit, because mixdown is just, oh my god. This is version 2, I ended in version 7.5. Oh yeah. It's decent. I could show you guys some new shit. That could be fun. As usual. This is just literally what I do every fucking stream. I just go here and I just like open a ton of random projects. And yeah, I guess you guys, this is what I do. I have so much music coming. I cannot wait. Okay, I'm gonna showcase this. You're not ready for it. It's not coming out anytime very soon, but it's coming soon, relatively soon. This is Run the City VIP. Let me just open the project, because this is also a huge project. I'm not gonna break it down, but I'm gonna play it. I want to show you. You probably want to see it. I hope you want to see it. But yeah, I'm gonna do it. Can you hear the fireworks? That's so nice. That's so fucking nice, living in this fucking country where people just shoot fireworks at random fucking times. Oh my god, is this for real? There's so many fireworks right now. What the fuck? It's literally just a random fucking Friday. It's probably some football, soccer shit. I don't fucking know. Yeah. Probably some fucking football game. They're like, oh hey, my team's winning. Yeah, let's just fucking destroy other people's life with fucking fireworks. Can you show the collab with Oscar? I cannot, sorry. There is a collab with Oscar. I just can't show it. It's literally right here. Where is it? There, Panda Eyes and Zetta. Soon, sometime, we'll finish it. At some point. It's cool. I promise you, it's very nice. It's one of my best projects. But one day we'll finish it and we'll drop it, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, they actually did it!" And yeah, Run the City VIP, guys. This is what you get. Not the Panda Eyes collab. I'm sorry, I really can't show. I really wish I wanted. I could show, but I can't. It's also just not that far into the project yet. We have not done that much work. Not many. I don't know why I say many, but that much work. But it's cool, but not cool enough to show yet. I want something like very, sick, probably Panda Eyes collab, because it's a pretty big deal. It's a big deal for me. I'm not sure if you guys think, but I've been a fan of Panda Eyes for like so long. I found his music when he had like 2,000 followers back in 2014 or something, 2013. I don't know exactly. And if you told me I would be collabing and I would meet him in person, and he would be willing to work with me for a collab in 2018, I would literally laugh at your face. Back in 2013 or 2014, I don't know exactly, but I would have laughed at your face if you told me that. But it's just crazy. It's just fucking crazy, dude. It's just such a legend, fucking talented guy. It was so much fun to produce and hang out with him. Such a nice dude. So yeet, this is Run the City VIP.
The nitty gritty, I'm a lion, you a kitty. Hear my yachts squeaking, keep on watching, bitch, we litty. Hey, yo, 20 bands, not 30 bands, got plenty more, you got bitty. If you speaking on my name, then keep it.
Watch out for this part. It's the best part. Just saying. You can definitely tell this is still work in progress by the empty spots I have randomly. Like this second drop's just literally basically the same thing, but a little with a tiny variation. You're gonna be impressed.
Real, I run the city, boy. Take it. Boy.
I like it, okay? I like how it sounds in rhythm. I'm not gonna release it like this, but I like it. It's right here in my heart. I'm not gonna drop it like this, but who knows? Let's see what else do I have here. Warning. Can do, but you sure? I have more interesting stuff, to be honest. Warning is not my favorite track of mine, to be honest. Be completely honest with you. Not my proudest tracks. There's so much stuff. I have no idea what to go to. These EPs, don't mind them. They're still not finished. But they will be one day, I promise. One day, they will be finished. And they will be released. I promise. What? Okay, I'm not sure. What? Okay, I'm gonna show warning, I guess. Okay, man, I'm glad you showed up to the stream. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye. I'm gonna open a warning because it was requested, I guess. Boy. Oh, okay. Right, so this is one thing I would love you guys to hear. The drop is not gonna stay like this. We need to change. But this is a very recent collab with the boy Misfit Massacre. We're not sure if we're gonna ever finish it or like release it, but I just love it. I like the intro so much. I inspired a lot from an artist that you're gonna be able to tell just by listening to it, but Barely Alive. I inspired a lot from Barely Alive. I kind of glitched right here right now, but yeah, I inspired a lot from Barely Alive. I have, okay, so it looks like I cannot open. I don't have these photosynthesis anymore, but yep, collab with Misfit. We're not sure if we're finishing it, as I said, if we're actually, because there's so much to do right now. I'm not sure if this is my main focus, but it's a very sick collab. I would love to release. The intro is very much inspired by Barely Alive. Let me just tell you that.
Stood there, alone and confused, not really sure what I should do or where I should go. The only thing I could hear was a cold, pale silence encompassing my heartbeat. I knew the skies were blue and the sun was shining, but my mindset was telling me otherwise. What could I think? Everything seemed to be fading away from my grasp. Was I done? Or was this only the
Still very empty right here.
Bad man a rude boy.
Yeet. Okay, I have more music. Let me just check. Honestly, as I said, Warning is not my favorite one. What do you do with project that you want to finish or do you want to finish? I just forget about them, I guess. Some of them I finish and sell and make cash as usual. Just kidding. Some of them I just throw away, just like don't delete them, don't do nothing with it, just like leave it there. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll finish it. So, sorry for stopping the fucking drop, but let me just answer. Did you collab with Panda Eyes? Yeah, we did. Just answering that again. I just literally I was just talking about it. Yes, we did collab. Still like a lot to work on, but it happened. It was very fun. But here, I did not even use resample. I was not very into resampling at the time. This is why I don't think this track is that interesting. Damn, my god, my English is not work. Fuck's sake, I hate this. I just hate this because it's funny when you go like, you know. But yeah, as I was saying, this is not my favorite track. I like it. I really do, but I have better stuff coming out now. White noise. Oh yeah, this. Literally just following the same rhythm and MIDI channel as my sub. There's literally the same MIDI channel. To show the preset of the second part. No. Sorry. I'm not showing presets, bro. Sorry. It's just a little too much. It's just a secret you have to figure out. But
we will not fear.
I do separate mid and sub. I literally just cut with a high pass all things that I don't want to be the sub, and the rest, which is the actual sub, because all elements are not sub except the sub. So I just high pass that, and the sub I don't. Basically that's it. You can literally see it here. Just the sub, and then everything else is high passed. Literally high passed. That's how you mix now. Just doing that. Just literally basically adjust things. Very helpful. Mix down, just adjusting things. That's what you mix down things for. Okay, so I like this one. But yeah, sorry if I disappointed you guys. I am not showing the presets. It's just, if I did resampling, I would show the original presets, of course. It's just that people could literally just copy these. And I'm already showing a lot of it, to be honest. The intro I like a lot, to be honest. As you can see, freezed, because I'm lucky enough to not have used, to have the contact library that was missing freezed, because I can hear it. It just keeps going higher and higher and higher and then higher and then it repeats. That's how the melody works here basically. Here are all the elements. This one starts. The pad, string pad, the tremolo string pad, same thing, cello string pad, and bass string pad. What's the average amount of time you spend? Okay, so I spend most of my time working on my drops. So it's in total could be like 5 hours each or so. I just take so much time to actually start but like begin a project, and then when I'm doing the actual idea for the drop, I start with something synthesized and I just do the arrangement shit. And once I get to a point I like it, I then deactivate the channel, duplicate it, freeze it, flatten it, and then I go from there, which is when the real sound designing starts. But I'm not exactly sure, to be honest, what's the average amount of time. I would say a lot, a ton of time. I put a ton of time into my basses, and could be hours, man, like several hours, like just working in the same bass, getting it perfect, you know. Oh, here I have the staccato that starts only in this after the 16th bar, which is the pum pum pum. You hear like right before it, everything goes darker. So I like this intro. Oh my god, sorry for that. So I like this intro a lot. I just not very impressed by my work in the drop. It was kind of a rushed release, to be honest. But it's cool. I still like it. Sorry. Yeah. But the real thing on the breakdown, not breakdown, the break slash build up part is the effect. The effects I used here are just, I love these. Now, this is one part I like about this track, the intro of it. I love it, to be honest. I'm gonna do more shit like this. At this point, when I'm listening to the effects, I like to actually just turn off all basses and just leave the effects and drums and basses so you know what's happening. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna open one last project, and it's gonna be not sure. I don't know, to be honest. Really do not know. I just have so much music coming. Oh my god. These are more organized, but kinda messy still. I don't know. What you guys wanna see? Let me know. I'm down. Actually, I'm gonna open Hollow project. I wanna show you that one. Oh my god. It was like the first track. Not the first, like the second track I played in the stream. But it's one of my most recent tracks and it's one of my most melodic. Actually, I have a better idea. Much better idea. So I'm gonna show you guys one track. I used to play your track for years. Love your regret. Let's see. Flashings are so dope. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate that. Really good to know that you'll actually play my work out there. Sorry, I forgot to finish the sentence. But thank you so much, man, for the support. So what was I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna change the project unloading. I'm just kind of tired, guys. I'm awake since 7 in the morning. Been doing a lot of stuff, but I have a track called Absence. I just want you guys to check that out. Where is it? Is it here? Do you own any studio monitor speakers? No, I do not, man. I only use headphones. These are Audio Technica ATH M40X's. Yeah, Audio Technica ATH M40X's. I paid like 140. Yeah, $140 would say, but I paid it in my currency, of course. So it wasn't that expensive, but these are just so good for producing. I just love these. I use for DJing. I use DJing. I don't know how to pronounce that right. Is that right? DJing? Like when you DJ? Yeah. Anyways, I use these for DJing and for producing, for listening to music, for watching videos, actually, for playing games, for everything. I just love these. These are so great. I want to upgrade to the M50s or like biodynamics, but yeah. Greetings from Puerto Rico. Hey, Puerto Rico. My greetings for you. So yeah, let's see. What was I gonna do? Yeah, I was looking for the project. God damn it. Zetta. Oh my god, where is it? Ooh, what was I looking for? Absence. Where's Absence? Where is Absence? Oh, okay, I know where it is. Okay, so Absence is from an entire EP that has its own style. So this track you're gonna hear, you're gonna have 3 more tracks in the same style. So I am working on several EPs at the same time. I promise you guys, these are gonna be great. I know I've been promising to release an entire EP for like years now. I cannot even. The last EP I released was the one with Obscenity, like 2016, I guess. 2016, yeah, that was very long. It wasn't even a full EP. My neighbor was listening. What? What do you mean? But yeah, oh, green sleeves. Oh, why? Oh my god. Your neighbor was listening to my music. That's so weird. That feels weird, but it's cool at the same time. I actually I was let me get off track a little bit here. I know I always get off track, but let me just do it once now, on purpose actually. But I was walking down, I was just like chilling in a mall with a friend, and as I walked around, like I heard my music being played on a store. I don't remember exactly where, but like it was playing back at it, and I was like, what? Why would you do that? Why would you play dubstep in a mall? And I was like, okay, it's sick, it's cool and weird at the same time, but but I completely lost the track of what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the EPs. So I'm sorry guys, I just have like this crazy ADHD. So yeah, is this ADHD? I have to look it up now. I'm not. I don't want to talk shit live. Yeah, it is ADHD. Oh my god, ADHD. English. So, anyways, I know if I have not ever released a full-length EP because the one that I have released is the one of Obscenity and was like 2 years or more ago, and it's just like 2 tracks. I'm working on several EPs with like 4 tracks plus. So this is just a stay tuned in Zeta language. So you know, I'm so fucking. It's actually cringy sometimes. So this is Absence. It's very underdeveloped. It's not very. You can see I'm even using a drum rack for this, but yeah. It's melodic. It's nothing heavy. So don't expect a dubstep drop in this. I just love the vibe. No, wait. Let me just take a moment here to appreciate Mark Zuckerberg's comment. This is music from my planet. That's good. That was sick. Okay, back to the song. I'm sorry. Copyrighted, I better turn it off. So, yeah, it's a very different vibe from what I usually do. It's actually first time I could ever say I'm gonna release drumming bass, melodic drumming bass, liquid drumming bass, melodic drumming bass. You know what it means. Stay tuned, boy. I can feel the Zuck vibe. I love it, Mr. Zeta. That's the nicest comment I ever got. So I think I'm gonna be going in the next few minutes. It's been very, very fun. I've enjoyed this so much. I'm gonna do a ton more of live streams in the next few weeks, months. I want to be more consistent back with live streaming as I was with DeltaBot. But now with Zetas, things are just happening so fast. There's so much coming. There's so much I'm working on. Just stay tuned. Do you know it? I'm gonna stop. Sorry. Just stay tuned. There's Anat. Oh my god, I'm the CEO of Facebook now? Oh my god, I'm gonna change all reactions. I'm gonna remove all of them and just leave the angry react. That's what I'm doing now. Anyways, back to the to the thing I was saying. You see, ADHD. I lost the fucking thing I was saying. Now I'm just looking at fucking notifications on my phone. Anyways, I have a ton of music coming. A ton of all different kinds. I have melodic music coming. I have heavy music coming. I have melodic and heavy music coming. It's just I'm making all kinds of music I can enjoy, and I'm gonna be releasing it. And I really hope you guys like the idea, because I don't want to be, I don't want to be like trapped in a single genre like rhythm dubstep or stuff like that. I want to make music, I want to make all kinds of music. I want to explore all kinds of music, and this is what I'm doing with all these EPs. These are the ones I'm focusing on finishing, but I have many more EPs that are in the paper. And yeah, once I finish these, they're gonna be released, and I really hope you guys like that, because I'm just trying to put as much music out as I can. And it was really fun doing this live stream. Really distracted me. I didn't see the time passing. I didn't know it. We've been here for like 1 hour and 50 minutes, so that's cool. So I see you guys in the next one. I really hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. This one was very fun. Thank you so much for showing up, and make sure to follow me on socials. Follow me on SoundCloud. I'm very close to hitting 30,000 followers, which is just unbelievable. Like I cannot stand that number, to be honest. It's just like such massive support from you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much. And more music coming. There's a collab with Freaking Crazy coming very soon, probably like next month for free, just like Dystopia. So stay tuned for that Freaking Crazy collab. There's many more collabs with other people coming, and there's a lot of D-Mask stuff coming as well. I need to mention that. There's big stuff coming to D-Mask. We have not quit. We're still working on D-Mask. There's a ton of stuff coming. Check out my friend Babylon Speed project. He's sick. He's doing some heavy as fuck music. You're gonna like it if you like heavy shit like rhythm dubstep. Just destroying your fucking headbanger ass, Just check him out. I'll see you guys in the next one, and bye.